Raw.
Hi guys, welcome to Unidentified Podcast again. This time we are gonna talk about energy and energy sources. This basically came because a cousin of mine asked me what do you think is gonna be the new big wave of energy or mode of transportation or efficient ways of transport? And I really paused for a second before I answered that question because right now we're doing electric, and the 2030 route, we are allegedly also here in Europe. I don't know about the US. They're saying that the dealers won't be producing or selling combustion engines anymore, only electric cars. The electric cars won't be allowed, and so we're entering a new era. But what I was thinking is that we come from electric now. Therefore, before that it was gas. I don't know if you guys remember that was about to be the big thing and the most efficient way and very environmentally friendly.
What do you mean?
It turned out
regular gasoline is what you're talking about.
no propane gas.
Oh, okay.
Propane. Okay.
For vehicles? No, I didn't know about that.
LPG, liquid propane gas. Yeah.
So in a lot of third world countries, that's a very economic way of transportation. A lot of cars in Dominican Republic are modified to actually take in and use propane. Now the downside to that, as far as I know, is that the combustion or the explosions, the mini explosions that go into the engine are a little bigger or a little more harsh on the motor of your vehicle. I don't know if that's something that US was looking into, but a lot of other countries actually, yes, they do that for cabs, for public transportation.
Yes, yeah. And that's a fair point. And indeed, the gas propane gas is actually a little bit harsher on the engine, but also in the production, they say it's in the exhaust or what it actually expels into the atmosphere is
lets out. Yeah,
it's even more harmful or contains even more CO2 than the regular gasoline.
Yes, I can see that.
Yeah, before that there was gasoline. Before that there was diesel, and go on with the numbers. Right now we're entering an era where after this they say hydrogen is going to become the next big thing.
Every time somebody comes in with a hydrogen motor, they die.
Yeah, and I think that's true for a lot of also inventors that have been like Nikola Tesla.
Free electricity.
That have been promoting free electricity. Now, this guy, I don't know if he still lives, but this is a Zimbabwean inventor. It was, I'm gonna just roll the video, and we're gonna have a discussion afterwards.
Okay.
A brief trip into the future with inventor Maxwell Chikumbutso. He's claiming a scientific breakthrough with this green energy technology, an electric car which he says converts radio frequencies into energy.
At the powertrain, we did it in-house, which makes it the first electric vehicle in the world that drives without needing recharging systems. On the greener power off-grid machine, it's very unique. For the first time, energy is being generated using a radio frequency and without moving parts.
Chikumbutso is not the typical scientist.
What?
He dropped out of
Wait, hold up.
Could you turn up a little bit?
What you mean without moving parts?
Up or down?
Up a little bit.
Yeah, he basically states that his vehicle that he just showed is actually powered by radio frequencies.
Yeah, I mean, I get that much. That's the same concept the free energy we were just talking about, Nikola Tesla believed that everybody could get like free energy by using the frequencies of the energy in the air, right? But my problem is like, what you mean?
How do you move a car without moving parts? That's a bit sketchy. Yeah.
So he means the waves are actually what are imposing, or the waves are like moving the parts. I don't know. I don't understand. Keep rolling the video.
Yeah, Ed, you had something?
No, I said he's gonna explain it. I mean,
Hopefully, roll the video. Let's see.
14 and says he's developed his blueprints through research and visions from God. A showroom in Harare showcases his prototypes. A helicopter that operates using any one of the 5 fuels, including paraffin, a drone, and a household transformer.
Can we stop that real quick?
Can multiply power.
So he came with this concept by visions and dreams that God sent him.
Yep.
So God told him, like, listen.
It was sometimes like Moses.
Doesn't this sound too good to be true then?
Let's see. We got to see the whole.
Let's see.
100-fold. But he says breaking his disruptive technology into the world has not been easy. He's failed to patent his work.
That's why we end up finding nuclear scientists, electromagnetic professors, so that they can assist us on the patent process. Because you are aware that in patents, anything that violates the laws of physics is not an industrial applicable solution. They classify it as a perpetual motion device.
Luigi Kupenala, a South African-based Angolan businessman, has poured millions into the project, but now believes it's time to commercialize. He says the Angolan government and a Brazil private energy player have signed up to buy some of their products, but that other investors don't generally believe anything credible can come out of Africa.
We just sell from our skin color. We don't believe on ourselves, but obviously a new generation has another responsibility to change this kind of paradigm to another level, whereby we have to capitalize on our abilities in Africa.
Zimbabwean scientists who spoke to the SABC also expressed skepticism, but Chikumbutso brushes the naysayers aside. He says he's determined to ensure that his God-given gift brings energy to light up the continent and put Zimbabwe on the technological map. Shingai Nyoka, SABC News, Harare, Zimbabwe.
So I've seen this video and also another video about an interview of I think it was a British interviewer that had the same conclusion actually about the radio frequency not having to not having to charge a battery over and over, but actually extracting the energy from the environment.
So that would mean we would have perpetuate energy, like forever, like no conditions, no nothing, like you just keep going.
That's what the technology, or what at least what he explains in the video. Do you think this is real, Ed?
What are the conditions that have to be met with this, you know?
The device that he uses is like a generator that extracts the radio frequencies from the air. But I don't know the details behind it. I have to take a better look at it.
Just any frequencies, like it just picks them up and like steals them and make those into energy, huh? It doesn't have to be directly to the functioning machine.
Yeah, I still have find it hard to actually pinpoint what his technology is based on, because like he said, he finds it difficult to patent as well, because he in one sentence he mentions radio frequency, but as well magnetic energy, and it being perpetual, of course, that the perpetual recurring to not having to put anything in it except the frequencies. But if it's real, and I've seen him using a TV with it. He powers a TV with a device that he attaches to the TV without connecting the electric cable, and it just extracts the energy from out there. Yeah,
that's a game changer for sure. Like all around. Like if this is true, I don't know, man. Ed, what you think?
I mean, the car was moving. How was that car moving?
it had actually batteries fitted. But the radio frequencies.
How the batteries are fed by the frequencies.
Exactly.
Okay, so this technology was charging the batteries. It wasn't like the whole motor, the whole.
Okay, because by watching, don't listen to me on that. Like, not don't listen to me, but don't hold me too close to reality on this. But I watch on Joe Rogan's podcast, right? That some people were saying that the way they actually made those cuts and transported the big stones for the pyramids were by frequencies itself, like sound frequencies, and that actually sets in motion. If you like lightly push it, it's like levitating by the frequencies, right? And that actually would allow you to actually easily push something up or down or just slide it throughout, right? As far as the frequencies can like actually reach, you can push that far with like very little effort. And if we would have kept that technology, if that's true, and we would have kept that technology, imagine what would we be at today? I mean, that would like truly change everything, how we do everything. Now, this is the other thing. For electric vehicles, what I saw something that they were trying to actually make the roads actual like solar panels, and you know how you use wireless charging for your phones. They were trying to do that for vehicles on the road, so you don't have to recharge. You just recharge as you glide down certain lanes in the roads. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. I know there's a charger that actually charges your vehicle by placing your vehicle above the...
Yes. So they were trying to do that for like highways and stuff like that. So, I mean, I can see that working out, man. But moving parts, I would have to look into it when he says no moving parts, no this, no that. Like, that sounds way too simplistic. And by the way, he said that matching helicopter, it's driven the same way. It works the same way.
I haven't seen the helicopter actually fly though. Maybe some other videos, but still, it's something that if he says it does what it does at the with only the input that he says it has, then yeah, that's already that's a hell of accomplishment.
Yeah, and this little guy did that all by himself.
Yeah.
Ed, talk to me, man.
Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean, for sure, no answers are in people's
I wasn't
heads,
even
right?
sure what he was explaining. Like, I thought it was the whole mechanism, but Nagai, you're saying it's just the battery charging off of the frequencies?
No, he has a generator that actually collects the energy or the radio frequencies and converts them into electricity, and the electricity he uses to power whatever.
I thought like he made the car and made the helicopter. That's what I was like.
I think he did that as well. He actually, the investment that he got from the African engineer or African investor, he making sure that, I think he designed that car and he designed the helicopter.
He made a patent for it and then send it to investors.
But it's nothing special about this car or this helicopter. It's the actual generator that's sending the power to him. Okay.
Yeah.
Like if you say that, like it might be. He might have figured something out. It's possible.
I'm curious. I've seen it, and I think maybe by next week I don't know if he's still alive. That's the first question I have.
He probably kill himself soon.
But he about to disrupt the whole world economy if this is true.
Nah.
No, they'll find a way throughout it, a way to tax it, a way to, we gotta build certain towers to actually make it focus even better. But you know what's weird? This technology is new and so compacted as well. Like, isn't that odd?
If that was a real thing, like this guy, he would either be killed or bought off and just told to shut up and go away.
No, he wouldn't be killed. He would kill himself. He would like commit suicide.
Yeah, he makes the breakthrough of a lifetime, and then he's like, I just don't feel like living anymore.
Yeah, I'm done with my life. Yeah.
But I think, for now it's a lot of assumptions and things that we still don't know. So I think it's best if we follow up with another video.
Yeah. Can you send this to the chat later on so I can look into it, like I did for the last one, the plastic?
I don't think our electric cars, the batteries are where it's at. I heard that they were supposed to come up with this new battery technology where it's supposed to be graphene batteries made out of graphene, just straight carbon. Like yeah.
Carbon. You need metals to conduct this electricity and actually store it.
Graphene is carbon, but it's like super strong and all this, but it's like really hard to manufacture. But they're supposed to be making batteries out of this. Matter of fact, Samsung, it was rumored, I heard this like a year ago, their next Galaxy phone was supposed to have these batteries in it. You heard about this too, Nagai?
Yeah, I heard about it, and these batteries are very thin.
Yeah.
And you can pack many of them together.
They're supposed to last like really long time, charge really fast. Like you need.
Yeah, but no metal in it at all.
No.
Graphene. I don't know what else. I know the main ingredient is graphene.
Okay.
Like if you can perfect that I think that would be like a big deal.
The move. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be the move. That'd be the power move. And you're making it out of carbon like that. You can't beat that. It's not even toxic.
I think perpetuate energy is the way to go, actually, because if you have to recharge it, doesn't matter how long it takes.
Yeah, but that's why no one takes him seriously.
Yeah, that's the problem right now, because is this then the next step, or is it just like a fluke where he uses some other technology that's already in place, but he doesn't know how to explain it, what the actual technique behind it is. And that's maybe why
he might actually be like cheating, is what you're saying.
Yeah, he just says, you just plug it into the wall here, and then then it gets the frequencies, but you got to plug it into the wall first, and then it picks up.
Yeah, I see. I can see that. That's a tough one, man, because you don't know, like, until you like really check this out real good, you don't know what this dude is about. It could be a scam. He could be lying. He could be, not expressing himself in the correct way. But also, like, think about this once again. These frequencies, like the concentration of these frequencies does to you at a molecular level. You know what I mean? Like, then that would be my concern.
My question is, what even is electricity? Like, when you really think about it, like, what's even going on there? Because, like, you know how it's generated. It's like you take a coil of copper and you have a magnet inside of it and you spin it. Like, why is that generating all this power? Like, it's kind of weird when you think about it. It's like, maybe
I don't know if it's generating. I mean, the electricity is already here. It's already made. It's just a conductor. You need a conductor, like, right?
Yeah,
you're what I heard is, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, you just have like a magnet and you got like some coil wrapped around it and you spin it around and then all of a sudden you get power out of this. It just, and I was hearing like it's not even sending electrons to you. It's like they're already in the wire. It's kind of weird. Like
wow. Okay.
I remember also me having a science fair project with one of my classmates back then. I was at St. Thomas, and our idea was to make a Foxtrot radio. And the Foxtrot radio is actually a radio that you make out of brass wire, copper wire, I mean.
Yeah.
And you coil it around. I think like it were 20 coils, and then that same wire you run it through the room and back at the coil, and you had to have your earphones plugged in such a manner that you can connect it to the wires, and that you can hear actually sound coming through the earbuds because of the coils that you made. So that's already and that was
not
actual radio frequency.
No, I think that would be conducting that electricity, not frequency at all, because you wouldn't be able to actually listen to anything, would you?
You hear the radio signal.
Static. Oh, you hear the radio signal. Oh, okay. Huh.
It never quite succeeded the way we were intended, but you could hear the static indeed. But in the where we found it, it says that you can actually hear the actual radio stations if you swift the coil in certain places. Where you place the coil or the conductor to the coil, that would signify you were on a different station. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's
Okay.
Who knows,
Right.
man? It's possible. It's possible. This guy.
We're gonna look into it and get back to this. It is possible.
Yeah.
Just most likely there's something behind this. I mean, that's just me thinking. You know what I mean? Like, is it that simple, really? Like if it was that simple, like would it took us this long to actually like just discover this?
Yeah. I mean, you don't know.
You think Elon Musk would have went with that other option instead of bringing up something that's like eternal, pretty much? Not eternal.
They say Elon Musk is not a scientist; he's an engineer, and some try and claim he's not even that. He's just a businessman. So I don't know.
I think he's an
he
engineer.
is first. He's an engineer, businessman, or
I think he's all of those things actually.
yeah, which one first?
Which one first?
Businessman.
Yes.
Okay, that's the most important.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair
A
enough.
marketeer, a great marketeer.
Okay. I do have something, but it's gonna take way too long, and this should be the last
Yeah, this
video
is-
we make today.
All right, I'm about to stop it right here. You guys going off on something else, then.
Thank you
Yeah.
for watching.
Thank you for watching. By the way, if you're watching this far, I would like to say before we go away, happy birthday, Nagayan, man. 32.
Yeah.
I love you, man. I hope your birthday went well. I hope, this year I keep sending you 2023, but that's because I'm confident that 2023 something will happen for us, not necessarily with the channel or anything like that, but we are working for that to happen. But personally, we should get going on 2023. Ed, you as well. So I wish you the best. I hope whatever you have like set for this year goes through, and even more than that, man. Edward's birthday is coming up. We will update you. I don't know his birthday. But as
Maybe by
in,
the time you watch this video, it's already passed. But
yeah, so happy birthday, Nagayan. Thank you for doing this with us, and thank you for everything you bring to the table, man. This was Unidentified Podcast, and thank you for watching.
see you on the next.